Hey guys, it's your girl Sony and I'm back with another video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and give my video a big fat like while you're here. Shout out to all of my new subscribers. Y'all running me up. Y'all, I gotta get to 1K, y'all. Let's go. So guys, in this particular video, I'm just pretty much gonna keep it short and sweet, but I'm gonna tell you 10 things that I wish people would have told me. Some of which people actually did tell me, but I didn't think that it would come to pass. And just common knowledge right now, just, you know, things that I'm going through that that could possibly help someone now or maybe like in the near future. So let me just get this out. I've been wanting to drop this video for so long and it just hasn't worked out. But I just want to be able to help somebody because at a point in time or even now, like I need help. Okay, here we go. As most of you guys know, my mom passed away in April. If you watch my videos and you subscribe to the channel, you would know that I vlogged that whole experience. So if you haven't seen it, go check out those videos. Believe it or not, I actually got some backlash from those videos. I heard people say that I was crazy. I heard people say that I was disrespectful. I heard people say that I hated my mom. A friend of mine even said that if my sister or my brother posted the videos, like I would be like, take that down right now. I don't know, I kind of thought about it from everybody else's perspective, but it was my journey. It was something that I wanted to do. I felt like my mom looked great. I felt like my mom looked awesome, and I didn't like show y'all her face or anything like that. Did I? I don't think I did that. There's a lot of things that goes on after a person dies, okay? You know, if their affairs aren't in order, there's a lot of things that can go just haywire. I'm so thankful that my mom pretty much had everything worked out. Like, pretty much had, you know, what she wanted together. But there were still some loose ends that I'm still trying to tie myself. First and foremost, you know, when a loved one passed away, especially a close relative, a mom, a dad, a sister, a brother, a child, unfortunately, life does not stop. It don't stop. Everybody else get back to their normal life, and you in the thick of it trying to figure out where do you pick up the pieces. Situations are different for everyone, but you know, at the time, I lived with my mom. I just gotten, you know, out of a relationship that didn't work out for me. As you guys know, the housing market right now is freaking ridiculous. So I was actually, you know, living with my mom. A lot of you guys don't know, you know, my daughter found my mom that morning. So, you know, I don't know, it's just kind of crazy, but all in all, everyone's okay. My daughter's doing okay because I do have people that reach out to me and ask me how she's doing. But we have healthy conversations about my mom. You know, we're here in the house. Fortunately, life doesn't stop. The bills don't stop, okay? Life just keeps going. And the best thing that I can tell someone who's, you know, dealing with losing a parent or, you know, perhaps a partner or just someone that was really, really close to you is that just take it a day at a time. You know, just take it, you know, just take it a day at a time. So I'd always heard that there were, you know, stages of grief. I never really read up on it too much because I wasn't grieving anyone. I've lost people and, you know, that were dear to me, but never had it impact me to the point where I felt like I needed to read up on it or understand my feelings. But losing my mom has definitely made me go to Google and learn the stages of grief. Depending on what you read, it shows 6 stages and it shows 7 stages. So I'm currently going through a few of them myself. Initially, I didn't think I would, and that's a lie. You know, that was things that I heard people saying like, oh, okay, you know, right now she's taking it good, but it's gonna hit her. It's gonna hit her. And you know, I do have days where it hit me and it be out of the blue. A lot of people told me that too, like, you just gonna have days where, you know, it's just gonna hit you out of the blue, and it does. Just the thought of this being the first Thanksgiving without my mom, like, that's crazy. If you know Thanksgiving and you know my mama, you know it goes down, and you know you coming over to get a plate, and it might be a house full of people here. Just thinking about the Thanksgiving menu, you know, for this upcoming Thanksgiving, and it brought me to tears. Like, dang, Duke's not gonna be here. And then it's like, I ain't gonna get no more dressing. Don't nobody make dressing like my mama. And if you have my mama dressing, you already know my mama dressing is fire. Like, who? People always told me that you gonna fall out with your family. Or I always heard that people fell out with their family. That shit happens, okay? It's real. It's weird. And I don't really know how to explain it. It's kind of ridiculous when you think about it, because when you lose a close family member or a loved one, you would think that it would bring people closer together, because at the end of the day, that's all you got. I don't know if it's just people wanting to be in control. A lot of the times, thankfully, this wasn't the issue with my family, but it'd be the money that people be fighting about, or assets and things like that. Hopefully that remains not the case. It's terrible, but I don't want to say you're more than likely. I definitely don't want to project any negative energy out there to anyone. But if you lost a loved one and you've had like family drama since then, or you don't talk to your brother, you and your brother fell out, now you don't like each other anymore, can't stand each other, or you and your sister, y'all not getting along, can't see eye to eye. That type of stuff happens, and it's unfortunate. And at the end of the day, it's really like heartbreaking, because it be over what? If you have siblings and you've lost a loved one, hold on to them. You know what I'm saying? Be there for one another, because in my situation, my siblings, we aren't as close knit as we were. Let me not say that. I'm gonna just be real, and I'm gonna just, speak for myself. Like, me and my sister, we don't talk for real. And for what reason, could you ask me? I don't know. I've heard reasons in the street as to why we're not talking, and it's absolutely ridiculous. But because I'm not the type of person, I don't address stupidness, and I don't feed into negativity or bullshit, excuse my language. It's just, it is what it is. So I guess that kind of goes with the family drama, because you gonna experience some fake ass friends and family, one way or another. And if you haven't, if you don't, God bless you. But there is definitely a few of us that experience some fake family members and friends. I'm gonna tell you this. I had a friend, family, that I was speaking with frequently. Okay, somebody that I was talking to every single day. Okay, play dates. My mama passed away. Ain't heard nothing. Do you hear me? Do you know how crazy that sounds? You can hear me when you want to, go out and turn up and all this other stuff. But when something detrimental happens to someone, or when a life event happens to someone, like, you just ghost. I've had friends that I had known 10, 12 years not even reach out. Not saying that anybody is obligated to reach out, but it's just certain things that happen in life, where it's just certain stand-up stuff that you do. I had people look me in my face after the fact who knew my mom passed away, that didn't say anything, that still had the nerve to speak, still didn't acknowledge it. People that my mama done fed. Okay? Oh, you too faded? You can't make it? Oh, go on, lay down. Go get you a cover. Go in there, lay down. You hungry? Did you eat something? People that my mama done put together, and didn't even have the decency. I'm about to eat this for real up on camera. I'm sorry. I am. People, I have family. I got an aunt. Oh, I hope my family don't come for me. But however, I got an aunt. Tricky, bro. It's weird, and you gotta hold people accountable for their actions during that time, because you're gonna have some people that's right there through the thick and mouth juicy. You're gonna have some people that's right there through there with you through the thick of it. Ain't letting up. What? Okay, you gonna have to get up and shower. Okay, you gonna have to eat sooner or later. Like, you gonna have people there for you, and then you gonna have people that's ghosts. I had some people who I hadn't talked to in years, and they showed up, bought flowers, sent well wishes, like, do you need anything, like, what's up? Don't let people play in your face during that time of grief for you. And people also know that you're vulnerable. Okay, so I don't really know what I'm saying this to say, but I'm just letting you know that people gonna try it, and believe it or not, they still trying it. Still, people in my DM asking me if I can support them do this. Did you reach out to me when my mama died? Am I wrong for that? Am I wrong for feeling like that? I don't want to come off like I feel entitled, but if you knew and you don't say anything, it's like, oh, okay. All right. And you know, sometimes it takes for someone to experience that type of situation or to kind of go through a situation for them to understand what a person could possibly go through. Because when people pass away, you be so quick to say like, oh, you know, for someone who hasn't lost their mother, the only thing that you could tell me is, man, I'm so sorry. Like, I could only imagine. And you're right. You can only imagine. You can only imagine. You don't know what it feels like. I don't know what it feels like to, you know, knock on wood, to lose a child or a sibling or, you know, a husband, or, you know, in those instances, I can wish you my condolences and send you all the many prayers and all of that, but I don't know the emotions you feel because I've never gone through that. So I can only imagine the pain that you're feeling. I wouldn't dare take advantage of you during that situation. A lot of people do that. So when losing a loved one, you're going to find a way to cope. And if you're the type of person that like to turn up, I like to drink, I like to puff the magic dragon, you could take advantage of that. Me, I was high as Snoop Dogg. I smoked so much weed. But it was like people was, what? In the black community, I wonder if they do this in other ethnicities. We pull up with a bottle. You going through something? I'm about to pull up. I'm about to go get a bottle. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? If you know me, you know I'm not much of a drinker. I'll drink casually. I drink on occasion. If I feel up to it, you know, if I'm just like, oh, okay, I have a drink, I will. Don't abuse substances when coping. I did a fast where I just completely stopped smoking. And it was the most I've cried ever. So it made me think to myself, like, man, was the tree masking my emotions? I know for a fact, like, when my mom passed away, like, I didn't break down or have a meltdown. I was processing what was going on, but it wasn't like, I don't know, I never just really broke down or cried for her. During that fast, I cried every day. Every single day. Sometimes I was crying, I didn't even know I was crying. I just be crying. I needed that cleanse. I needed that clarity. Sometimes you gotta put the bottle down, push the tree away. You don't need it. Your body might tell you that you need it, but you don't need it. You can do without it. Now, if you're the type of person that just like to get high because you like the way that it makes you feel, and you know it allows you to enjoy life more. But if you doing it like, if you be getting angry because you ain't got no tree, you need to cut back. If you wake up angry, I need to smoke, you need to back away. Put it down for like a week or two. It ain't gonna kill you. I promise. You're gonna have some withdrawals though. They say weed withdrawals ain't real. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I tell you that. I was going through my fast. I couldn't even eat. Food was unappealing. Like, and don't talk about me feeding this for real. Find a positive way to cope. I know it's easier said than done, but try to find a healthy, positive way to cope. And hang in there. It's gonna be okay. Brighter days are coming. I promise. I promise. So, planning a funeral, it ain't no joke and it ain't no fun. You hear me? Caskets start at $4,000. Did you know that? $4,000. Then they gonna put it in the ground. If anything happened to me and I transition on to this afterlife, I want to be cremated. I don't want no funeral. Funerals are expensive. Okay, you need caskets, you gotta have a place to have it, you gotta have a minister, you gotta have music, you gotta have flowers, you gotta have a repast, you have to have a place to have the repast, you gotta have food. We were so thankful for the amount of love. Like, so many people loved my mama, dog. There was so many people that just brought like everything, like slabs and slabs of ribs. They brought alcohol. I mean, gallons of alcohol, sides, anything that you can imagine. Like, everybody cooked. They brought food. Everyday people brought food. You're gonna have that. When planning a funeral, I would just say be smart. Just because your people got a $100,000 policy, don't go get a $50,000 horse and carriage ride. I mean, if you want to, you know what I'm saying? Now, if, you know, your people left you with $1 million, go on out. But guess what? What you spend comes out of that money. So, your people leave you 100 bands, and you plan an $80,000 funeral, that leave you with 20 bands. With planning a funeral, especially having multiple siblings. Everyone has to be on one accord. So I didn't know how much headstones cost. Like, all of that stuff, it's expensive to die, okay? You do not want to be unprepared, which takes me to my next point of life insurance. A lot of your jobs offer life insurance. They'll give you like a base of like maybe like 10,000, some even like 20, 30,000, and you can pay additional to have more coverage. If you can spend $50 on a fifth, $50 on a sack, or whatever your vices are, perks, lean, whatever you're into, put another $50, $60 to the side to get you a life insurance policy. You do not want your family out here selling dinners and trying to scrape their knuckles and asking people for money to bury you. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know, for people who've had to sell dinners and, you know, GoFundMes, but GoFundMe is not life insurance. Like, that money is not guaranteed. Like I said, a casket started at $4 They cost a few hundred, couple $100 to put a wig on. Dog, they taxing for them services, like $100 to paint your nails, like all of that. At least leave your people enough money to bury you. If we don't do nothing else, leave them with like 25 bands to bury you. I don't know, even 20, yeah, even 25 is a bit low. Like, leave your people at least 50 bands to bury you. Especially if you one of them person that want a nice casket, a super nice casket, 8,000, 9,000 easy. Don't leave your family with that burden or that stress. Take care of it now, because they don't want them problems. I just think I'm super comfortable in this way. With life insurance, you have to have a beneficiary. A beneficiary is someone that you're leaving just about everything to. If you have multiple children, you need to be specific on who you want to give what, which is why a lot of the family drama comes into play. Beneficiary has the control. Beneficiary is, you know, responsible for making decisions for the deceased. Now, if you go with your siblings, you do everything together. Hey, how we about to do this? Let's work this out. Bam, 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 bam. Ain't no one person in control. At least that's how you think it would be, but people be stupid, man. And excuse my language, but you know, it's just raw emotions because I'm still dealing with this SHIT. So when it comes to affairs, you know, and just in my case, and you know, hopefully me just speaking about it and bringing awareness to it, I could possibly get some help because I can't close my mom's bank account. She didn't have anyone on her bank account. It was just her. So being that it's 4 of us, I have 2 brothers and a sister, they won't just let us get the cash. They won't let us get the bread. Someone has to be over those affairs. You have multiple children, you have a will. Okay, write out your affairs and it'll tell you what you're leaving to what. Young people, you know, they leaving here younger and younger by the day. You know, these are not, you know, conversations that we have often. We just don't have conversations about death in the black. Well, I don't know, you might have, you know, like this video if you've ever talked about death with your family, with your parents, you know, what they want to do with their affairs once they've, you know, passed on. Like this video if you actually had that conversation with your parents. I genuinely feel like the conversation needs to be had, especially if you're someone with older parents, sickly parents. You know, you have to have a conversation about what they would like once they pass away. We were able to bury my mom without any hiccups, but there are still some things that are not taken care of. And, you know, had there just been a conversation prior to my mom's unexpected, unfortunate passing, we would have known this type of stuff. Guys, talk to your parents. Hey, you know, if anything ever happened to you, where would you want to have your funeral? Where would you like to be buried? What you want to do with your car? What would you want to do with your house? Like, do you want to keep it in the family? Is it okay to sell that money? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the type of conversations that you need to have with your parents. And as hard as they may seem, I really think that they're mandatory because it will clear a lot of gray area in the event that something detrimental or unexpected happens. You could leave out the house and go get in a car accident today. And tomorrow your family is left to pick up the pieces. Like, what are we supposed to do? If you have a will and you have paperwork in order, everything will be smooth sailing. Probate's another thing. Probate is kind of inevitable if affairs aren't in order when multiple children are involved. But there's probate attorneys, and they cost money. By the way, it's just a lot of steps that you have to take to just kind of get things taken care of. And if you're not on the same page with the people in your family, it can be very difficult. I can attest to that. It's currently kind of difficult, but God gonna see me through this. Amen. So all in all, what I wanted you to take from this video was to allow yourself to grieve. Okay, don't allow nobody to play in your face. It's what's so crazy is I lost my mom and became a single mom in the same month. You know how crazy that is? But I refuse to let somebody play in my face. And I tell people that, and I stand on that. And you make people stand on the things that they've said and done to you, especially during a point in your life where you need people the most. Talk to your parents, have that conversation with your parents. If you have multiple siblings and you find out you're not the beneficiary, or you wasn't left in charge of their affairs, take that shit on the chin and keep it moving. And at the end of the day, family is all you got. Don't even let your aunties and your uncles and your cousins, don't let them play in your face, because they will. Life insurance, I know it's tight. Everything high out here, y'all. Everything high as hell. Food high, the gas high. We're trying to make ends meet, but have them take that money out your check for that life insurance. I know a couple people who are into life insurance. If you need someone, I can recommend someone to you. It's gonna be some rough days. It's gonna be some dark nights. It's gonna be some stormy mornings, evenings. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to cry. Get it out. Love on your family. Love on your kids. Love on your parents. And I hope that you got something from this video. I really do. I really do. Even with me on the couch in my pajamas. I love y'all. I really hope y'all took something from this video. And if you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button. And y'all stay warm. Bundle them babies up. It's getting cold out here. And I love y'all.